Parisian elegance in a small house. Timeless French interior design. Welcome back to Interior Design Channel. There is something undeniably romantic about stepping into a Parisian-inspired home, even when that home is small. In this video, we explore how timeless French interior design transforms limited square footage into a space filled with elegance, warmth, and quiet luxury. This is not about excess or grand scale, but about atmosphere. Parisian design teaches us that beauty lives in the details and that even the smallest house can tell a refined, poetic story. Parisian interiors are not designed overnight. They evolve slowly, shaped by life, memories, and personal taste. In a small house, this philosophy becomes even more powerful. Instead of filling every corner, French design embraces intention. Each object earns its place. This approach creates a home that feels curated rather than crowded, where space is respected and the design breathes naturally. In Parisian homes, light is treated as a precious element. Large windows, sheer curtains, and reflective surfaces work together to soften the interior. In a small house, this strategy opens the space visually. Natural light highlights textures, warms neutral tones, and creates an airy feeling that makes the home feel larger, calmer, and effortlessly elegant throughout the day. French interiors favor colors that whisper rather than shout. Creamy whites, warm beiges, soft grays, and muted pastels create a serene backdrop. In a small space, these tones unify the rooms and allow architectural details to shine. The result is a timeless canvas that feels sophisticated, welcoming, and never tied to fleeting trends. Even in modest homes, Parisian design finds beauty in structure. Moldings, paneling, ceiling lines, or vintage doors become decorative features. In a small house, highlighting these details adds character without taking up space. They tell a story of craftsmanship and history, grounding the interior in classic French elegance rather than modern minimalism alone. Parisian interiors favor furniture that feels lived in and meaningful. In a small house, this might mean a single antique chair, a marble-topped table, or a vintage cabinet. These pieces bring depth and personality. Rather than matching sets, French design encourages contrast, allowing old and new to coexist beautifully in a limited footprint. Perfection is not the goal in French interiors. Slight asymmetry, layered objects, and relaxed arrangements create charm. In a small house, this balance prevents the space from feeling staged. A casually placed book, a leaning artwork, or an uneven vignette makes the home feel human, authentic, and quietly elegant. Mirrors are a classic Parisian secret. They reflect light, multiply visual space, and add decorative flair. In a small house, a well-placed mirror can double the sense of openness. Gilded or vintage frames add character, turning a practical solution into a design statement that feels unmistakably French. French interiors rely heavily on texture. Linen curtains, wool rugs, velvet cushions, and cotton throws soften the space. In a small house, these materials add comfort without clutter. They create layers that invite touch and relaxation, making the home feel cozy, refined, and lived in rather than purely decorative. Art plays a central role in Parisian homes. It doesn't have to be expensive or large. In a small space, carefully chosen artwork adds soul and storytelling. Whether it's a vintage print, a sketch, or a framed photograph, art reflects the homeowner's identity and turns the house into a personal gallery. Parisian design celebrates everyday rituals. A ceramic bowl, a glass vase, or a stack of books becomes part of the decor. In a small house, these objects replace excessive decoration. When daily items are beautiful, the home feels effortless, where function and aesthetics naturally blend into one harmonious experience. Even the smallest kitchen can feel Parisian with the right approach. Open shelving, classic hardware, neutral tones, and warm lighting create intimacy. Instead of hiding everything, French kitchens display their charm. This openness makes a small kitchen feel inviting, elegant, and connected to the rest of the home. Parisian bedrooms are calm and understated. In a small house, this simplicity becomes essential. Soft bedding, gentle colors, minimal furniture, and subtle lighting create a restful atmosphere. The goal is not luxury through excess, but comfort through restraint, allowing the bedroom to feel like a peaceful escape from daily life. French interiors encourage slower living. In a small house, this mindset changes everything. Instead of accumulating, you curate. Instead of rushing trends, you choose timeless pieces. The home becomes a reflection of mindful living, where each corner supports calm, beauty, and a sense of everyday pleasure. Parisian elegance is not defined by square meters, but by intention, emotion, and storytelling. A small house, when designed with French principles, becomes rich in atmosphere and character. Through light, texture, history, and personal touches, timeless French interior design proves that true elegance is not about size, but about soul.